Imagine you being a dominant team and all somebody says about you is that you flop. You do this, you do that. Imagine. Well, that's exactly what we're dealing with OKC. All everybody else says is that they're floppers, but they don't realize how good this team is. You don't know? Well, let me show you. Cue the intro. So, in case you don't know how good the Thunder is, all they do is flop and all that. I get that, and we'll get into that. But let me first tell you, and let me put this on the screen. Oklahoma City, the number one ranked defense in the NBA, finished with a league best defensive rating of approximately 106.5 to 107.7. Their dominant defensive performance contributed into the 2026 playoffs with a 107.5 rating through early May. What that tells me is that they are a dominant defensive team. That has nothing to do with flopping. Maybe a little bit, but to keep up something all season. And this is no. To have a number one ranked defense in this NBA, when you have arguably the best offensive players the game has ever seen, do you know how hard it is to do such a thing? And all everybody can say is how much they flop. Can we give them credit for their defense coming from an era to where you have a 7'5" guy that shoots threes, that dribbles, that does everything you have never seen anybody over 7 foot do ever? Well, you've seen Shaq, you've seen Kevin Garnett, you've seen Amari Stoudemire, you've seen some of the guys do some of the stuff that Wemby's doing, but not at 7'5". Yao Ming was the closest, and he could not do what Wemby's doing. For OKC to have a number one defense, they got to be really damn good in order to keep that up all season and to go into the playoffs where the games get harder. They still had the same exact thing. So why don't we give OKC a little bit of credit? And that's just defensively. Let's go to the offensive side. Oklahoma City is consistently ranking at or near number one in the league. The team has demonstrated elite efficiency, highlighted by a 125.5 offensive rating and advanced tracking data anchored by SGA. So you already seen what they do on defense. You already seen, or I just now told you what they do on offense. They're number one on defense. They're number one on offense. And all anybody can say is that they flop. That's all they do is flop. I mean, I get it that they flop all the time. I understand that, and it does suck. It does suck how the game has become to where you hit somebody and just you know what I'm saying? Like it's stupid. Don't get me wrong, but to discredit them because of the fact that they do it probably a little bit more often than somebody else, that doesn't mean that they're less dominant. All right. So offensively number one, defensively number one, and also could we please look at who did it first? Let's look at this. Let's look at this. That is what James Harden used to do to get a foul. Let's look at another clip. He's on his back. And he, first off, Wade being in a Bulls uniform, that shit just made me throw up in my mouth. Oh my gosh. But anyway, bro, just look at this one more time because I don't think y'all really seen what happened here. It's a lot to unpack. But let's go back. No. Let's go back. Come on. Let's go back. Let's go back. Look at this nigga here. Look at him. He is on somebody's back. And somehow, some way, this man, James, whatever your middle name Harden is, did not get called for a foul here. This is overtime with 2 minutes left, Bucko. And James Harden is getting that superstar whistle. So if we're gonna complain about what the Thunder is doing, what SGA is doing, and trust me, that is some bullshit. I hate watching it as a fan. It's whack, don't get me wrong. But if Jermaine Harden is doing this and not getting called the offensive foul, brother, how could we sit and talk about SGA? We allowed this for the longest of time. And it stopped for a second because the Warriors were so good and we didn't flop like that. So I think we kind of forgot the fact that Jermaine James Harden was doing this. And this is prime Harden on somebody's back in OT. But all I would tell you is that if we accepted it when James Harden was doing it, why is it like appalling? Because OKC is doing it, because SGA is doing it. It was allowed then. So what changes now? If the ref's gonna call it, then shit, you do it. So in closing, if you really cannot stop OKC, maybe just stop talking about them so much. Stop saying that all they're doing is flopping. Obviously, your team can't beat them, even if they try to do the same thing. The league is pretty much all flopping anyway right now, so just stop. OKC is dominant. Respect those young boys. Let them do their thing. And I'm out. Peace.